Okay, so that was very frustrating, but I went ahead and finished working on this. Let me just say a quick few things. So I won't pretend to be a student at this time. But here, of course, I incorporated a lot of uniform language. Notice that all the letters start with a capital here, and then we've got periods at the end. Um, I did change here. If someone is a cop, remember I had copy, I fixed it. And then to make the grammar better, instead of saying they, since this is singular, I changed this to he or she. And then I had to change do from they do not. So since now I'm using individual pronouns, I have to say does not have an obligation. And now, I'm a student again. Morally obligated to, okay, so assisting police officer was morally obligated to check Floyd's pulse. Okay, if someone is a cop, then he or she does not have a moral obligation. So I think I'm going to make the language uniform there as well. He or she is not morally obligated to do as any bystanders might command him or her to do. So then again, I changed they to him or her, making sure the grammar is all good. Those are minor things that we're adjusting for. The assisting police officer was not morally obligated to check George Floyd's pulse. Forgot my sentence, my period. Using my intellectual empathy, I am able to see how rational these opposing arguments are. Now, if you thought you should only have, I'm able to see how rational these opposing arguments are, that would be fine. I'm hoping, I wonder if I need to get back into student mode. Um, uh, Maybe Dr. C thinks that I should take this out. Maybe it's just I'm able to see how rational these opposing arguments are. But I think she might understand. Maybe I need to add a note that the reason why I kept this is because I'm saying I'm using my own rational powers. I'm using my reason, so my intellectual empathy, to see how rational the opposing arguments are. So I think that's important. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to add a note just in case she's wondering about that. So reason alone does not allow me to, I forgot the word to. Okay, I need to add that in there. Decide which side of the debate to endorse by claiming a definite stance on the topic. It is not rational for me to take a definitive stance on whether the assisting police officer was morally obligated to check Floyd's case. I forgot. I could use uniform language here. The topic, what topic? Reason alone does not allow me to take a definitive stance decide which debate to endorse by claiming a definitive stance on whether, so I need to get rid of this topic and then put whether the assisting officer was morally obligated to check George Floyd's pulse. In other words, my rational capacities alone. And going back to the lesson, she said if we're rational, philosophers believe that it's not rational to take a definite position, so we would conclude that it's not rational to take a definite position when reason alone can't tell us which side to take. So I know that these two things look very similar, but they're not saying exactly the same thing, so I know that this is not mere repetition of this. Okay, so I'm going to remember to change that. Okay, so this would still need to be changed to be 100% correct. I'm going to go ahead and do the argument diagram, and I'm a little bit concerned about the software still messing up, so if it messes up even once, I'm going to end this video and then just show you the final result in a separate video without actually lecturing on it. So we've got S